keeps turning, turning, turning in Lady Isabella's memory. And while water flows, the Laxey wheel still goes, and the Laxey river runs down to the sea.
The bridge in Laxey, Isle of Man. Hi folks, welcome to Laxey on the east coast of the Isle of Man, and behind me is the Great Laxey Wheel, otherwise known as Lady Isabella. This was built in 1854 to pump the water out of the mines, because Laxey was an old mining town that used to mine for zinc and iron, and it was built for the safety of the mine workers. Now the wheel itself is 72 foot in diameter and 6 foot wide, and it makes it the oldest working water wheel in the world. So and it's one of the Isle of Man's best tourist attractions. So where them two flags are up there, that's where I'm going to go now, up the 96 steps to the top of Laxey Wheel. See you soon. So where them two flags are, that's where I'm heading. So let's go up these 96 steps. Here we go. And there we are, top of Laxey Wheel. Now, if you suffer from vertigo and you don't like heights, this is not for you. It's not for the faint-hearted. And going down the spiral staircase is actually worse than going up it. And I've got to do that in a minute. So, these are the views you get up here. It's a cracking view, really nice. So after all that, I think it's time for a pint. I need one. So I'm going to go down into Laxey village to a pub called the Bridge Inn and hopefully find a Christmas ale. Cheers! Odin Brewery, Yule Ale, Plum Porter, 5.3%. Well, I need this after climbing down the 96 stairs on that spiral staircase from Laxey Wheel. Getting too old for that. So, I'm in the Bridge Inn now, which is in the centre of Laxey village, which is a good old mining village. And it's right on the bus route, right on the train route, so it's very handy. And this pub is a very traditional locals pub. And it's got, like, in the other room, the main room, I've come in here because it's a bit quieter. Well, in the main room, it's got pub games, it's got a roaring fireplace, it has live music on here and there, and it's got a lovely bar with free casts on, all well kept beers, and it's a really cosy room in there. I really like it. And outdoor, it's got a little outdoor area just here, and this is the secondary room, like the overflow. Now this pub was used as a morgue in 1897 because up in the hills there was a big mining disaster, the Snaefell mining disaster, where 20 bodies were laid to rest in here because they perished up there. And ever since then, we've had a resident ghost in this pub. Yes, blimey. And didn't you know, but in the 1800s, all licensed premises were allowed to be used as morgues for anything like that because of the cool cellar conditions. I don't know if that rule still applies nowadays. Anyway, so this beer today is from a brewery just up the road, about 3 or 4 miles up the road, from Odin's, established in 2019. And it's a plum porter called Yule Ale, coming in at 5.3%. Now the hops in this are Pilgrim, Cascade and Bramlin hop. Bramlin Cross, which is the ideal hop for a beer like this. Now, it's dark ruby, and Odin's, I think, are excellent at producing darker beers. Like the dark miles are absolutely gorgeous, and a couple of the stouts are nice as well. So this one, and you can smell the plum straight away, it's very distinctive, and I think it's time for a slurp because it's got just enough white head. And I'm looking forward to this. Cheers, Merry Christmas. Oh. Now, the plum hits you straight away. It comes into a chocolatey malty note. plum's still there, dies down, but it's got a lovely smooth finish. Now, if you're a fan of Titanic Plum Porter, this is for you. It's less sweeter than that. I think Titanic Plum Porter is a bit sweet for me, but this is a more bitter Plum Porter. And it's quite heavy, at 5.3%, got a medium body. I remember tasting this in 2019. I was like, whoa, it's a bit much this. I think it's been toned down, or is it my palate getting used to it? But plummy, very plummy. Chocolatey malt, though, it seeps through, it's lovely. And it's got a bitter finish at the end. Not like Titanic Porter where it's a bit sweet, this is like a bitter finish. Now what a lot of the locals do in Laxey is tone this beer down using their excellent dark mild. And it tones the plumminess down, brings down the ABV, and instead of calling it the Yule ale, they call it the Mule, yes, and it comes in about 4.3% now, so it's more sessionable, and that's how I prefer it. I think this is a bit too much for me, and I prefer the Mule, where it's toned down. But otherwise, nice, and if you like Titanic Plum Porter type beers, you'll love that. Anyway, Christmas is here, pantomime season, and I was thinking this myself the other day. Who invented pantomimes? What's it all about? So I went to the library and I said to the library assistant, it says, have you got any books about pantomimes? She said, yes, they're behind you. Oh, not all that again. And a pantomime horse came in here the other day, and the girl behind the bar said, would you like a pint? And the pantomime horse said, no, can we have 2 halves, please? Crazy. And I went to the doctor's the other day. I had a sore throat because I've been eating too many Christmas decorations. Anyway, the doctor reckons I've got tinselitis. Blimey, you couldn't write it, could you? This'll help though. Yule ale, Odin's Brewery. Plummy, but chocolate malt there, and it's got a bitter finish. Easiest way of describing it. But it's not for the faint-hearted, I'll say that. it's got a deep plummy taste. Excellent. Anyway, so this is Laxey. This is an old mining village. It's a very good setup round here. And this is the Bridge Inn, so it's cosy, it's got a roaring fire, pub games, very traditional, very local. Some people say it's a bit rough around the edges. I say it's traditional, it's got character, it's got good clientele, it's got good beer, and it's got a resident ghost and a cracking coal fire. What more do you want than that? Fantastic. So well done the Bridge, well done Odin's Brewery for this Yule ale. Plummy, bitter finish, nice chocolate malt. I preferred it with mild in, it tones it down, but it's an excellent beer. Oh, just what you want at Christmas. Cheers. Well done Odin's, well done the Bridge. Thank you. So, that's the Bridge done and dusted, and a very good traditional locals pub, very popular and very cosy, very accommodating, very good. So, well done the Bridge. Behind me is another water wheel called Lady Evelyn. Now this water wheel was used up in the hills up there to pump water out of the Snaefell mines, and it's been beautifully restored and brought down to the old washing area. This is the old washing area where they used to bring all the minerals down and clean them. And it was very busy in its day, it really was. Now Laxey is a really cracking village, and if you've never been, it's definitely worth a visit. We've got a variety of railways, we've got a lovely beach with 2 cafes on, little village itself, and it's got a selection of good pubs, so you can't go wrong with that, can you? So that's Laxey. Anyway, thanks for everybody who's watched throughout the year. Thank you for everyone who's subscribed, really appreciate it. And all for now, I wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I'll see you soon. Cheers everybody, bye bye.
And Laxey was a mining village many years ago. There were 600 miners working under Captain Rowe, but the bottom of the mine shaft was below the waterline, so they had to build a wheel to pump the water from the mine. And the Laxey wheel keeps turning, turning, turning in Lady Isabella's memory.